We're not moving to Italy. All right, so...
Have to get that out of the way immediately.
Yeah, so I just... So this is a little...
Calm down.
A video about updates, and I understand when I spoke in the last video, and here's the clip.
Miranda and Maya let me come out on my own before I start my new job here in a couple days.
I mistakenly placed the word here in a spot that if you're not a native English speaker, you would maybe know the right grammar and realize that made no sense. But as a native English speaker, you can bend the language slightly. And in that case, I was not referring to here as the location of Italy, but rather the time of 2 weeks when I said, you know, something about, oh, here in 2 weeks I'm going to start my new job. So not there, although I am going to do some work in Italy, but I'm in Denmark, working in Denmark. So I just have to get that out of the way as part of this video where we're going to talk a little bit about life updates.
Yes.
Because it's time to give you some updates on what the heck is going on in our lives. All right, so let's go ahead and start giving a rundown of things. First of all, Maya, who's in the other room.
Yes.
If you watch our videos, you know she's in gymnasium.
Very busy.
She started a job recently. She's still, of course, dating Vilas, and yeah, so she's been super busy, and she hasn't had a ton of time to do stuff with us because she's trying to, you know, obviously do well in school.
Yeah, we still try to do every Saturday. We had this tradition for a little bit where we go and get a coffee. I'm not sure Josh likes it because we go to the mall and shop too. But
Yeah, it's usually more than just coffee.
It's usually a lot more than coffee, but it's nice to have time to spend together. So.
But she's gonna go with us on a trip to Aarhus pretty soon, so she will appear in that video. And Vilas is going to join us, so he'll be around in Aarhus. Brisket is just living his life, barking a ton, and
there's so much barking, and it's shrill, it kind of resonates in your ears a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel like it shakes the guitar strings to be at some frequency that's not meant for humans to hear. It's very...
He's his own dog whistle.
I mean, because I had one guitar, it's moved, used to be in this office that I was in before, and it's he'd stand next to it and bark, and it'd shake resonate in a guitar. It's but he's been, warmer weather, dog parks are coming up, and he's super excited about that, happy about his walks, doing well. He's extremely playful right now.
And he's really gotten into sticks.
Yeah, I feel bad. The other day he was running, he got a stick, then he was running with the stick, and then he dropped the stick, and then he just kept running. And I thought about a little kid that drops a toy, you're at a toy store, and no, you can't have that toy, and how bummed they are when they have to leave the toy. I'm is he his stick toy's gone, and he's never going to see it again?
Yeah.
I felt bad for Buddy, but he finds other sticks pretty fast. We're close to trees, lots of sticks. So that's good old Brisket. Now, what's going on with you?
What's going on with me is I recently, well, not so recently, but last November, I made a huge career change. It's a huge step up for me. I will not say where I work. People who know me know where I work. I'm sure you could probably figure it out, but I won't say the name, but it's a huge step up for me. I've never had a role quite this big, and I'm super, super excited about it. I absolutely love what I do, but it's also very technical. And so I've been doing a lot of certifications, technical IT certifications that are, you have to go through a ton of documentation and regurgitate all of this information about, the platform and stuff. And but it's super awesome. I love my job every single day. I love what I do, and yeah, it's just exciting. But it's very, very it's mentally taxing, when you come home.
Yeah, that plus Danish class.
Yeah, and Danish class. So, the nights when I wasn't doing Danish class, I was studying for these certifications. So it was just kind of everything going on all the time.
Yeah, and
how about you?
And me. So I started a new job on March 1st, which is not in Italy. It's here in Denmark.
It's not in Italy.
Although I'm going to be working across a couple different European countries, so I'll probably travel to Italy on occasion because that's one of the countries that is part of the group of the region that I work in. Like Miranda, we don't like to say the name of where we work because we want to separate kind of that part of our lives from this, because this is kind of more fun and a hobby. But But anyway, it's a company that I have been attached to loosely like my entire career, so it's so cool to be there. And I have good friends already that work there, and so I was like welcomed in on my first day on March 1st.
You've been in that ecosystem for so long.
Yeah, most of my career, I've been to a ton of different conferences and things that have me close to some of the folks. So that I'm very excited about that. And part of my little break there between, I went to Rome, and that was the trip from last week because I want to. And I'm so tired. I keep accidentally looking at the screen over here, so I apologize if my eyes are off just a little bit. Because I keep getting distracted.
I have the benefit that the lens blocks it, so I just look at the lens.
And so so I went to Rome, and that was a nice little break. Not because we're moving to Rome, but I wanted to visit. We hadn't been to Rome in 19 years, so you weren't with me this time, but that was our last trip before Maya was born. Our international trip before Maya was born. So it was fun to go back.
Times. That was how we met our good friends in England.
They were. We that time we stayed north of Rome. We went to Rome some, and then we stayed north of Rome for a week, about an hour north, and had a car and drove around. And friends people who are now friends with us, were staying at the same place as us, and we've stayed in touch with them that whole time. That whole 19 time, years.
It was
and they came to visit us in Denmark.
It was funny. We had just found out that I was pregnant, and we were dying to tell somebody, and we met this couple. They're super lovely. And we were like, oh, we'll never see these people again, so we'll tell them. But we ended up staying in touch, and they were very, excited for us. And
we've been to England a bunch of times to see them. They came to the U.S. Their kids came to the U.S.
Here.
And they came to, not to this house when we lived in Subor before we lived here.
We love them.
Italy. And so I went to Italy. Anyway, boy, we're just rambling.
I'll try to keep my
but, so all that is leading up to the fact that we're going to change the schedule a little bit of our videos. And that's because, just a little tidbit. One of the reasons why we did 2 videos a week is I wanted to kind of let YouTube know we were serious about doing this.
Yeah.
I wanted to let us know and force us to be committed.
And we have been. It's been a lot. It's been a family commitment.
Yeah, and force us to be creative, because sometimes I find you can be the most creative when you're like forced to be. Like, when you're just like, all right, we got to come up with something. And I like the creativity aspect of creating these videos, and I like to learn more and be driven to learn how to do this stuff more, and storytelling differently, and editing ways, if you've seen the evolution of where we've come, a lot of that was simply because I was committed to doing 2 videos a week. But I do a bulk of that, editing and a lot of the planning and stuff, and I just cannot maintain 2 a week. So we're gonna, what I've been doing lately is kind of announcing on YouTube or Facebook if I'm not posting a Tuesday or Friday video, so you guys know. I'm probably not going to keep doing that all the time because it's going to happen more frequently. And what we're going to try to do is a Tuesday and a Friday video one week, and then like a Wednesday video the next week, and then alternate. So we'll have 2 1 week, 1 1 week, and we'll see how that goes.
We're just kind of testing what
we can actually do, because what I don't want to do is create bad content, not well thought out stuff. Even tonight, we didn't really have. She's actually going on a work trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday. Right now we're recording this on Tuesday because she's leaving to go on a trip tomorrow. For 3 days, and we wanted to have a video on Friday, and we knew it was going to be almost impossible to get a live stream scheduled, which is where we really would have talked about this so we can engage more. But we just thought we'd do this now. But I do have the next couple weeks planned out, so I think we're hopefully going to be able to have that schedule work for a while. And also, because I don't do, one other big difference is Tried on Tuesday videos, rather than having Tried on Tuesday in a video, we've decided to start having videos that are just about trying stuff. That way we can dedicate more time to whatever it is. And in some cases, maybe we'll go visit someplace that makes whatever we're eating or whatever we're doing. And
do the together on Tuesday
doing that as well. So I wanted to make that more solid in itself. And so Tuesday videos, when we do them, will likely just be Tried on Tuesday videos. And then when there's no Tuesday video, that means there isn't one. But it's just some changes that we're trying to do so that we can find a way to maintain this. and keep it going, but not like burn ourselves out because there is this like, kind of YouTube fatigue that happens.
Well, especially when you've been doing as much content as us. But there's still so many things around Denmark that we want to see. There's so many places not in Denmark that we would love to show you, but
we have tons of plans of things to do. It's just
so we're not going away.
I promise. It's just the frequency.
Yeah.
But if you really want to see us, you just watch one of the 160 other videos. Remind yourselves of the time that we went to, Eru a long time ago. Early video that we did.
Long time ago.
Or when Maya and I went to Samsu, for example. That was a long time ago as well. All those videos are sitting there in the catalog of Travelin Young.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, we just thought we'd give you this life update because we've kind of like touched on these, clarify the Italy situation, let you know we're not moving to Italy. And
we're all gainfully employed.
Everybody's working. All three of us. We just got to find work for Brisket here.
He's
if he can get paid to bark, then I think we've got a cash cow. A cash cow on our hands. So anyway, that's it. There you go.
All right. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Have a wonderful weekend.
And I was gonna, I already drank it all, but I had my Hancock.
Go try
apple
a tasty
scene.
soda.
Try one of these. I still have some left.
Yeah, those are really good.
Maybe when I get to Euland, I can replace that case and get some more.
I had an apricot one.
They're all good. All right. Anyway, rambling. We're gonna say goodbye.
Bye.